Well, we're gonna make a new watercolor. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas time. I don't think everyone on the world, but I'm just an artist. Or not even an artist, I'm a hobby painter that likes to paint watercolors. We're gonna make this one only with the house on that side. So it is this, but then upside down. I show you. I have a collection of Princeton brushes, nice brushes, rounds, kills. But I start with this one, these two, I mean, and these two for the trees. And a rigger somewhere. We have a rigger for the poles, or maybe another small brush for the poles. This I want to tell you. We make the sky yellow, and after that we put in, when the yellow is wet, a purple glaze. And we don't do that with the same brush, because this brush gets not very hard, but they are harder than the Neptunes. The Neptunes don't disturb much in the yellow, because when I use the same brush for the purple, you get a gray, because purple, that is red and blue, and yellow is yellow. So you got the three primaries all together, and it makes brown or gray, in this case gray. Well, let's start. I have a palette on the side, you can't see it, but trust me, it is there. It is there. We make a bit of purple. I make the sky wet. Go around the houses, because it is a winter landscape. So a lot of it stays white. And as you know, white is the most important color of your watercolor. Because you can't make things white with a tube of white. Well, you can, but then it is not a watercolor anymore. Look, when you do a small pole here in white, beep, 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 okay, but when you make a cloud in white, there is no watercolor. Then it's gouache. Gouache. Why make it this wet? Because it is Bockingford. Excuse me. It is Bockingford, and Bockingford has the tendency, because it is cellulose paper, and then it's dry very fast. And why it's dry very fast? I paint very fast. Look, I could this. It got no use. Of course, when you make a sky with every all sorts of colors in it, and it's Bockingford. It's difficult for me to pronounce, but it is more than 500 grams. 535 grams. You see, if I here the purple stays, and when I make an extra stroke it turns gray. So if you can do it in one stroke, please do. Now I tell you, but how many tries I made before I saw, oh you dumbass, used too many strokes. A bit here. Not mixed well. I see blue stripes. I'll stop it, it is okay. And then he took his brush and make some more. Okay, this is the sky. Clean up the brushes. Make this less wet, because there the trees meet the earth. I introduce also this one. I don't have flats in Neptune. No. All my fault. But okay. I have a mix on my palette that is, I can show you. There's a bit of purple, and this is the raw Sienna. Now I mix those two together to make a grey, and I hope it works. We painters always paint in hopes, because you never know. I make now burnt sienna a bit of Ultramarine Blue, so we get a darker sort of tree in the back here. I cannot lean my hand here because it is extremely wet. And all mixed on the palette, on the paper. Here's snow. And it goes a bit downwards. Make it dark here. This is just ultramarine blue, but you see it makes grey. Will it be alright at the end? Well, I can't tell you that, because watercolor in this way is unpredictable. You just can't know. And is this difficult? Well, yeah, it is, but it is also practice. It's a bit brighter. Nice as it works, it's horrible as it don't work. But oh well. Bit of a damp brush, softening. I always yells on my English colleagues that talks such perfect English. I need a bit of a dark green here. How do I do that? Take phthalo blue and burnt sienna. Just put it in a bit. Well, well, in the meantime, it's dry. It was not meant to be, but I was busy here making blue lines and balls, and I looked up and my screen was black. So I put it under the tap and rinsed it off. So we're gonna do the house. We are deciding, how do you call it? I have to invent the color. I did have this color, but it's got other colors around it. So I think I make it a bit of a raw sienna kind of thing. I put a light extra on my palette and look for raw sienna, maybe a bit of Venetian red through it. Let me look how that. Let me look how it look. I don't know if it sounds Dutch. This is a bit boring. So a bit of pure Venetian red or light red if you have it, or English red. A bit of blue. Just make it interesting as long as it is wet. And we do here the same. I go here over the windows. I do a bit of burnt sienna because the Venetian red was a bit fiery. And just you can do it, but this will look better always, or always look better. Should ask my friend Oliver. The sun comes from that way, so the shadow is in that way. And now I've sort of snow here created. We do the windows later. I like to use my weird brush. How is it called? It's an oval wash. Let me look how oval wash paints. I was using the side of the brush because then I get a broken edge. Sort of okay. How can it be sort of okay? Well, from the I think 3,000, maybe more, 5,000. I actually liked 20 myself. And that's a good thing because when you think about it, if everything goes right and perfect the first time you do, or the second time, then you got no point to go further. This is just burnt sienna and ultramarine while it's wet. Oh, that's better. Because here is a straight line. I don't like that. So we use a damp, not a wet, but a damp. Make it soft. Here's another one. I watched a lot of DVDs. I never took workshops, only from a Dutch master, Kees van Aalst. He wrote some books. I think he's one of the best. But I looked a lot of DVDs, and one of them was from John Yardley, and he said, don't put straight lines underneath things. So don't put a line underneath that it is straight. Straight is boring. And he's right. Especially with snow, because snow must be soft. or rough. I put some extra water here. Why? Well, it creates nice texture. What is the benefit of it? Nothing. But I learned that from Kees. The benefit is you have to wait much longer before it dries. Is that a benefit? No, but do you need to be in a hurry when you paint? No. Don't put a bit of water in your brush, get a bit of paint from the well and paint with it. Just paint with enough water and enough pigment, so it will make a nice wash. Not too heavy, saying that this is way too heavy, but you never know. Because I made it wet at forehand, and then put a wet raw sienna wash and then a wet purple wash. So I figured that it would be drying much paler than it is now. I paint with the belly. Always better. If you know me, I will be the perfect painter because I've a lot of belly. Not that I drink beer, but I like the food my wife makes. She makes healthy food, but always too much. I don't complain. At the moment, the smell of fresh chicken soup is coming to my studio. We eat a sandwich with it. Because Christmas is all been good for us. And again, I add some water here. Maybe a bit of more gray. This is nice. I'll wet this. make it softer because it's way too hard here too. This is Bockingford, so you can do this. Watch my screen. Okay, more water. Oh. Not too happy with that one. I'm not having a plan, really. Well, I made it, but I take it when it comes, or how it comes. What does the watercolor need? That's more my plan. I make it a bit softer here. It's the foreground. Well, it needs to dry now. I have to do the windows here, but it's easier when I can lean. And the poles, but this is not dry, so it is waiting, and maybe we let it snow. So let us look what we have so far, without a mat and with a mat. With a mat you can look it better. Well, this is quite nice. Here's a pencil line. Here too. Here are some pole lines. Well, okay. We go for it. over it. I do the shadow here underneath the roof, the windows. Normally I thought grey, down grey, brown. James Fletcher Watson says dark brown for windows are always good. Well, I think he's right, but I do just a bit of grey. Pointy brush. Bit of purple, dark purple under the roof. Of course, here. And probably here too a bit. Hard to see because it reflects a bit. But I think the house is okay now. So now we're gonna do a special thing. Paul. Now make it disappear. Oh, that will do. Not sure about the height. These were the same height, I don't like that. promise you a rigger. Well, you know, the Netherlands, it is packed literally with Poles. Bit of extra, and then this one is a bit too black. Nick your husband's or wife toothbrush. No, just kidding. This is a very old toothbrush. Make it wet a bit. Do this. And the nice thing about the dark sky that we can add with white on it. Go from there to there over the brush, because if you did this you would look like speckled bill. Let's try. Okay. It snows in my studio. I hope you did like it. And there's one thing I like to do. That's it. It's a bit too hard. Thank you. I wish you a good 2025. A happy new year. And until the next time, thanks for watching, and have fun. I see my camera white spatters, but I don't. Okay, bye.